So playing another game of Congo with Pete, and we're replaying the King of the Apes scenario where Pete is the white man expedition and he has to capture Kong in the centre of his lair there, and we're just at the moment into the first phase of the first turn, and each player brings his faction in from the opposite diagonal corners. So Pete's got some soldiers and warriors coming in on that corner, and over here he's got his rugger and his trained skirmishes. I've got some cannibals there with a sacred warrior attached. The pygmy archers, which can split into two separate detachments, so one was over there and the other one there. These guys aren't on the table yet, I'll get them out of the way. Pete was unfortunately exhausted as he came on. He lost the figure from exhaustion as he arrived, and it's right at the start of the game, but it should be a slightly different game from the last one we played because of the way we've got some slightly different factions on the table, not the sort of standard groupings that you get with the box set. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, well, so at the end of turn one, and lots of happening. I've actually managed to cast an incantation with my witch doctor there onto Pete's trained Ascaris, and they had to pick up one stress token. Bit of shooting that I survived. Pete's Sikh soldiers are getting closer to the lair, and a few more groups on the table, getting closer and closer to the centre of the table. That's about it for that turn. Right, well, there's a lot of fighting going on over this side, and I've lost a figure. What did you shot at me, I think. I think Pete shot at me.
Yeah, I did.
And I failed. I got a 1 on the terrifying death roll, but luckily in that group there I not only had a witch doctor but I had a sacred warrior, and so the sacred warrior took the bullet for the witch doctor. So I've still got a witch doctor on the table. Tokens all over the place now, so taking lots of stress and so on. Rugger have been firing their muskets, and over here there was a melee that Peter had a bit of a disastrous dice roll for, so I only had 3 pygmies, but they managed to draw the melee with these 5 guys and the explorer. Peter's picked up a sacred object, so he's got one of the totems. No one's bothering about capturing the gorilla so far, but presumably that will come into it in a minute. And other than that, all the figures are getting closer and closer to one another. So we're now on to turn 3. Right, so we're at the end of turn 2 now, and Peter's developing the tactic now of shooting at the gorilla in order to whittle his lives down. So I think he's on 6 lives now, isn't he? Starts off with 8, so he's down to 6, but at some stage he's got to remove that last life in melee. But while he's got 6 lives, he's rolling 6 melee dice, so he's using the tactic of getting him down by shooting, but he's got to be careful not to shoot him to death, because if he does that, if Kong dies, then I win the game. And there's been lots of to and froing with the witch doctor, who's still on the table, and my pygmy king is still alive, and he is allowing all my pygmies, while he's on the table, all my pygmies have a bravery of D10, but I've lost 2 pygmy archers there, and I think that's it for this turn so far. Right, that was quite an eventful turn. Peter's had some very bad luck, and then right at the end he had a bit of good luck. Oh, I did. But he's losing a lot of figures. He's hearing the jungle drums beating. He's losing figures all over the place. But in that luck, he just managed to get a shot in and kill my pygmy king.
Yay!
Which he's quite pleased about.
I'm very jealous.
Because the pygmies are causing him a lot of trouble.
I always do.
This group here got a special harassment rule, which means they can do a shooting and a movement action in one action phase. So they've virtually wiped out one group. And the gorilla's lost another life, so I think he's down to 5 lives now. So it's getting to the point where Pete can go in and try and capture him in melee. So on to the next turn. Right, this is the part of the show where we always demonstrate bad dice throwing on Pete's part. So
Really?
my cannibals are getting closer and closer to his stalwart Sikh soldiers here, who roll D10 on shooting, and he's also added an extra D10 with a totem card, so 5 D10s blasting away at my cannibals.
You believe that, guys?
Not a single hit, all below 5.
A 1, a 1, a 2,
So-
a 4 and a 4.
So he is going to get eaten soon by cannibals. He can smell the scent of flesh. Right, so we're on turn 5 now. Peter hasn't attempted to take any more lives off the gorilla because I've been distracting him with my cannibal attack here, and the Sikhs have finally come into their own and won quite a convincing melee against the cannibals there. And I lost my pygmy king in the last turn, didn't I?
Yeah.
The king is gone anyway, the king is dead. And oh yeah, the reporter's been left on his own now. Managed to wipe out all the group he was with, so he's a single figure on his own. So I don't think Peter's got a single group that hasn't lost something. Yeah, he's got a solitary woman holding her own against the witch doctor and the warriors over here. Another solitary figure there. I need to get my warriors into the fight. And we're on to turn 5. Okay, so it's now start of turn 6. Those panic ones can come off. And Peter's trying very hard to capture the gorilla. He's down to 2 lives, but I've been able to move him right over into this far corner of his lair, and he's now surrounded mainly by my figures, apart from one remaining rugger of Peter's. And the Sikhs actually did charge in and try and get him, and he fought them off. So Peter's now got 1 turn plus part of the 7th turn to try and get to him. So he's got his work cut out now. Right, okay, so end of turn 6. The gorilla's fairly safe at the moment. He's 2 lives left, but he's surrounded by friendly troops now, and friendly natives. And the only figures Peter's got left on the table are an isolated explorer, an isolated reporter, and 4 Sikh soldiers, and everything else is dead, eaten by cannibals, shot at by pygmies, all that kind of thing. So turn 7 can end at any point, so it's nearly over. So Peter's only hope of winning now is to win on points, but I think that's probably unlikely because I've killed a lot more of his figures and so on. But we'll toss it all up at the end. The reporter actually boosts the number of points you've got, so he may win from that. The game's actually over because Peter's rolled a 7 at the beginning of the first action phase of the 7th turn, so it's all over.
It is now.
So we'll toss up the points and then tell you the final score. Okay, we just added up the scores and I won by 4 points. Final score was 11 to 7, but it was won on points. Neither side won an outright victory, which you would do if Kong was either captured or killed. So a win on points, but quite a close fight in the end, despite the appearance that Peter hasn't got any figures left on the table. And it was a good version of the game, trying out some different groups such as the cannibals and the soldiers and pygmies and so on. So it went well.